Now, y'all, let's have this discussion, man. Shout out to the Global Power Ambassadors. The question that we're going to ask today is, does Tariq need to be able to fight well in order to run the game? Does Tariq need to fight well in order to run the game? And this is due to the fact that I dropped a video yesterday explaining why Tariq needs at least a 1-year time skip so he can learn how to fight, so he can physically kick ass, right? And not just shoot people and get headshots after getting beat up by the people he taking headshots on, so things can be a little bit more realistic, right? A little bit more entertaining. And I had someone in the comment section saying Tariq does not learn how to fight because he's smart and his gun go off. So let's talk about it, right? What side are you on? And I'm asking you, the viewer, this right now. Do you think Tariq needs to learn how to fight and he needs this time skip in order to look better as someone who runs the drug game, right? I'll say it like this. We're always going to compare him to Ghost. It's always going to happen. We're always going to compare him to Ghost. So when you go back to OG Power and Kanan was talking about how he met Ghost, he said how he met him, he was whooping on 2 people who was whooping on Tommy. And he also said Ghost was the meanest little nigga he ever known. So Ghost was violent and knew how to fight from young, okay? This is what adds to the lore of Ghost and why we love the Ghost Man so much and why we want him to return. Not only because he's smart, not only because you know he'll shoot somebody in the face, but because physically he's a threat, right? He's the alpha of all alphas. And I'm not saying this because I'm sucking him off. We're being real about why we like our action stars, right? It's because they're physically imposing. They're smart. And they gun go off and they kick ass. Let's just be real about it. So now when we look at Tariq, right? In real life, if you go on Michael Rainey's page or whatever, Michael Rainey, he works out, right? He's still younger. He still got weight to put on, but he works out, right? He not flabby or nothing, right? And pause while I'm saying this. He does that. He probably practices boxing in real life. So why don't they just implement it? Are you saying we're going to have a spinoff where Tariq goes even higher in the game than he is now? And he just never learns how to fight? He continues to get beat up. People like Braden or Tommy, they save him. And then at the end of the day, he's standing on top of the person and he shoots them in the head and he says some slick shit. But you just got beat up. You just got beat up though. So do we need Tariq to learn how to fight in order to run the game and in order for us to be more entertained? Because we are the viewer. We are the viewer. I'm going to keep watching Power, but to watch him just like literally, he kept getting beat up, pushed around the entire series. The entire series. Is that what we want from our gangsters? Right? Imagine if Tommy just started getting beat up and whooped on all the time. Instead of being the person who got confronted by Joe Proctor's big, huge pause, uncle or cousin in that hallway, and then they was really shaking, and it looked like he might get the best of Tommy, but Tommy figures out a way to kick his ass. That's what we need. That's what we need. I'm saying personally, I feel like in order for Tariq to really be the king, he got to know how to fight. Even if he not going to win all of his fights, he got to know how to fight. We have to start seeing Tariq get into physical battles with people and win. And win. We have to. We have to see that. We have to see a situation, right? The reason why Ghost is so infamous is because you got scenes like him in jail. Dude tries to put the moves on him. He breaks dude's wrist, snaps his wrist. Then you got the other scenes towards the end of OG Power where he kills Jason with his bare hands, or he strangles him. We gonna keep seeing Tariq get angry, and then what? He don't never kill nobody with his bare hands. How much of a savage can you be? I'm from the streets. Best believe me, yes, shooting somebody is something. Yes, shooting somebody is something. Some people will call it tough, but here's the thing, right? It's easy to shoot somebody. It's harder to really be tough and poke them, which Tariq did, yes. Right? But it's harder to be like, okay, so put your hands up. Let's get it on. Don't we want to see Tariq really like beat on somebody? That's what I want to see. He be getting beat on so much, man. Both 2-Bit and Kane knocked on his door. He opened his door and he got punched in his face and dropped. Did you see what Kane did to him towards the end of the 3rd season? When he whooped on him in Davis' office? These things could literally happen to him again. Or are we saying this? Because he's rich, and he's the boss, and he has bodyguards, it doesn't matter if he can fight or not. So what? Him not being able to fight and square off and kill somebody with his bare hands and winning a bare knuckles fight? Him not being able to do that just takes away from his mystique and how gangster he is. It takes away from his savagery. So yes, I'm going to say that he definitely needs to learn how to fight in order to really be the king. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Shout out to the GPA. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-gifted. That's touched by an angel. That's on the dome, nigga.